Thank you for staying with us here on KTN Prime. I'd like us to cross borders now and get into Uganda. We are following some breaking news out of Uganda, where the driver of Kyadondo East Member of Parliament Robert Kyagulanyi, alias Bobi Wine, has been shot dead. The deceased has been identified as Yasin Kawoya. The incident occurred in Arua, where by-elections is expected on Wednesday. And I'd like to read a tweet by Bobi Wine himself. Just a couple of minutes ago, he said, "Police has shot my driver dead, thinking they've shot me. My hotel is now cordoned off by police and the SFC." So that is breaking news you're getting from Uganda. I'd like to bring in Joseph Sabiti. He's a reporter with NBS, our sister station in Uganda. Joseph, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, a very good evening from Arua.
Joseph, what can you tell us about this latest attack on Bobi Wine now that we do understand that his driver is dead?
Well, what we know is that there is an ongoing military operation at the hotel where he was staying together with the candidate he came to support, and the military personnel are checking the hotel rooms one by one. I spoke to the son of the candidate 1 minute ago, and he was not aware of where his father was, and no one seems to be sure about the whereabouts of Bobi Wine as well. Their phones have all switched off. Another member of parliament was arrested. We also know that in that particular hotel there were about 7 MPs. They're still trying to ascertain their whereabouts, but we know the operation involved the elite force in charge of protecting the president in this country are called the Special Forces Command. And a number of the officers, many later emerging in plain clothes and wielding double pistols, actually assaulted a number of journalists during the operation. My 2 colleagues, our bureau chief for this part of the country, Benson Ongom, and our camera person, Julius Bakabage, were actually assaulted by those persons to get them to seek medical attention now.
But why would, because I'm looking at his tweet and he says police shot. It's like almost a definite. It's the police who shot his driver. And putting in mind this has been a vocal critic of the President Yoweri Museveni. What else can you tell us about Bobi Wine in terms of his political face in Uganda?
Well, he made his name as a musician, singing a lot about freedom fighting, encouraging young people to participate in the governance of their country. But then when he was elected as a member of parliament, he became more involved in opposition politics. Actually, he became one of the most vocal critics of the incumbent President Yoweri Museveni. He is expected to be on the presidential ballot in the 2021 elections here in this country. And for the last couple of days, have seen very interesting engagements between him and the state. A couple of days ago, actually, bombs thrown at his home in Magere, Kampala suburb. The police has not yet given him the results of investigations in regard to what exactly happened. So he is considered one of those to be giving President Museveni for the presidency in the 2021 elections, but also the man he came to support. Actually, the president, speaking at the rally for the ruling party's candidate today, referred to him as an evil spirit that should not be returned to parliament because he had earlier spent 15 years fighting him. And so both gentlemen, the Honorable Kassiano Wadri, the candidate, and Bobi Wine are considered one of the most fierce critics of the incumbent President Yoweri Museveni.
All right. So, from what you said a couple of minutes ago, we've not been able to establish contact with him, have we?
No, all the known phone numbers are switched off. The son of the candidate seems not to know where he is. I spoke to the AD of Bobi Wine. He actually says for him he jumped out of the hotel room to escape. What he says, the military personnel were pursuing the MP, and so we're not certain whether he was taken in or he's still free.
Great. Joseph Sabiti, a reporter at NBS, our sister station in Uganda. Thank you so much for speaking to us here on KTN Prime. Again, let me run that via you, Bobi Wine. That is the Kyadondo East Member of Parliament. His driver was shot dead a couple of minutes ago. He's tweeted about it, and we had the conversation with Joseph Sabiti. Said they're still trying to establish contact with him, try and see if they can get a hold of him. Great. You're watching KTN Prime, and thank you for staying with us as we try to get as much information as we can from you. But at this point, allow me to take a breather. We'll be back.